Hi, my name is Jorge Sandoval. I have created a code. I have tried to record this video 4 times, but I keep on messing up the microphone. So here we go, speed running this. I wrote a program that lets you find an item in any store, and I used my store as a basis, the place that I work at, Sutherland's, because we don't have an item finder and we work off the memory of the employees. So what I did was I made this code that would work on it. It gives you 3 options. You can either use the name, the SKU, the UPC to find it. You just have to type in what it is and stuff like that. Or it all works the same. Let me show something. The SKU, the reason I put in the SKU, and I would prefer if people use the SKU, is because it's more readily available. For the name, I had to limit it to 2 words so that it could work more efficiently, and because of that, me and you could have different ideas of what it should be named, of what that item should be named. And so because of that, the SKU is readily available on our website for the Sutherlands, which is what I was working on mine with when I first created this. So since I already showed off with number 1 how it would work, now I want to show off another part of it. Let's say you type in something like that. Just, if it doesn't exist in the system, it won't kick you out of the code forever or lock or end it because it didn't work out. Instead, it just immediately brings you back here. And then if you mess up and accidentally, let's say you're trying to write 2 because you want to find that, but you accidentally click too many times, tells you that it's not a valid option, and it brings you back to the menu. Now, something to keep in mind about this code. Let me stop it. That's just to save time for myself. When I'm showing this, I use refurbished program number 9 because it works really well with this idea. I used an item class, a class, regular stuff, set, get, stuff like that. For the set name, like I mentioned, 2 names that had to be put in. So I combined them together and created 1. Here we go. I used a vector. I used a file because for 3 options. Here's a file. A file is more easily number 1, saves time for the programmer from having to write at all. The hard code, because in this leads to point number 2, anybody can write a file. Everybody can write the file together, and so it splits the burden of having to narrow down every item when it's put on here, and narrow it so that everybody has to share it. And like I mentioned, it has 2 names, UPC, SKU, and that's the aisle number for the most part. Now, the other reason that I did decide to go with the file as well is because the file is user-friendly, and it also makes this code transferable to other companies, like let's say a small business that wants to use something like this, and so it saves time when creating it. What else? I used so here's how the information gets put in. Here's the menu system that I wrote. The first time it's used, it's outside of the menu. It'll work, continue going as long as the number is not 99. If it's not at 1, 2, or 3, it takes you to this else function that says it's not valid. For the choice, if you're using choice number 1, which is name, I also had to add them together so that it'll be a more easily comparable number. And that's about it, honestly. We go back into the menu as soon as the code is done. It gets held. It keeps on looping until the code is ready. You can use it and it just needs to be booted up 1 time. So it saves a lot of time because using a file, and the way that I wrote it, it makes it so that you only have to load it once as soon as the store opens or something like that. And and it's less lines of code that has to go in. This system, which works really efficiently, if I do say so myself, only has 167 lines, not thousands and thousands upon of line. So honestly, I don't have that much else to say about this. So yeah, have a nice day. Thank you for watching.